Juada ayo humo bosome de tosudu afempinu ne aduonu nan mu fe ne braso sense modwa ya boano the edition editi o my Ghana mantem don sia yi mu ye de so mo se nwume no sia kase wakase yi mu ensem bia wo beti eni omanfo bi o wasabule e wo Kintampo South mensirimu ene ebontere ne se wunni a wagya wo na ntwie mo wo na montere so sesei omanfo fidie ne sesei wani bebre wo so pa isanse etete wo mo afa Ghana mampanyi na Adom Kwakufuado apao emrefie ehontoma ewo enkran na sa efie e na so ye hwa atemuso wo mo eba betere mu officer woodwo nyina no ewo ene beko na wona mampanyi ni editu dwase kane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama kase wo ye clearing agent nanso wo hwe nipa watimi amamra ye adwuma wakoketa hye kankan ne proye pa eye wono mampanyi na Adom Kwakufuado sanso na twetwefo ya woda NDC amanyoko no ano fefikwete etwemu a afi abato no gidi ye pa se NDC amanyoko no ebedim konim ebra womo epa wo finhie toso aduasam yenu ehontoma no wode sansemi etu dwansem wei ene afoforo bi na yakabo mu don hwere kenkan amawo se nwume no nsia kase medin ede akuia echa oyi akwan bemu ajo Brene semni chemu ankasa memfa nsomu na mehyasie afri bono epoye mantem no yakwa gina kura friend sabule ye no ewo Kintampo South mensene no emu omanfo bi owo honom na ebontere ne sese wo mo eka na ntwie so agya wa na ntwie bese empem nan ye a wo sesei akuafofodie
Womanfo a womo take Kintampo South empatem ensentwofo nhyiemu a womo ehyiemu no womo de to Adom news ensentwofo enim se ekwan a nantwie enam so ese nubai awodo a womo edua ewo mpatem ho ene womo enyapade no eyade entwa yie kura emrante hene a ono ene kasaye na Gabriel mante ekire ne nsemu sei
ye hayem pa ewo sabule krodua yi mu nti ato nsa frɛ mo ne se sabule krodua yi mu ye akuafo akua yi na nanom ye ya beto papa no abeto ye nso na sai flafo de nantwie begu asase so be ye kua no eti wo beko afo na mfudie nyina na ntwie sai ni nyina tese ya masabule ha wo mrante bi no mu a omu emfu hyekura bra omu ni emfu obiom tie tu ho na mo nso a yenya enu adu te pese mo de to mfrema mu ema yen na omo aka bi e wo mu no nyina emo ayen titru eye nana mo manhe nana Kwaku dankwa a otoso miensa
Assembly member won patemo akadamwa enso di tudwase womo etuhu na mo a nanso nankosi aga
etuhu na mo eko dissect yene DC mu ne MP mu nyina koshia regional district commander mu nyina koshia ema mo kura tu anamon eba krom ha in fact antwe hu asem de ye kan wo district mu a akwai bibia wo ho na wo hwe mo area ha ye niska yentimi ko school ya na ye bo hwe se ne nantwe ni aflafo esi ha ya in fact SMP dankwa a oye mo manhene na embramu ne ma ye bre district chief executive honorable DC Mr. to anamong behweyen ona
yebo mamane se wo call from mantem kura friend secretary ababeto dwase omanfo susu se aposifo abro efiewura ne din ede Jerry Pesenu amase yakasai watina nanom ewodo eneyi concern youth of voter aye ensemtwe for enhyiemu a de wohwehwa ne sa tentere ebeye adwumenti woto safre post dom sahene George Akufuda Paris wo mrem
ensentwofo nhyiemu a emebu na womo kita ehia ensentwofo no eho ana onipa ono ekasa yede ma kita concern youth Forsmando Williams editu dwase ekwan a womo enue bia ye frɛ Jerry Pesonu efa so eto anananom ewon siedo ewo police cells eye adwumbosome no eda etoso nsia no eyade a ankoye kura enu ntini womo ehwe enim womo ebenya atrentene ede afa womo enua no ewuo no.
We also understood that it has been stated or alleged by the police that our brother Jerry Pesenu aka Maya was sick before they brought him to the station and that they did not assault him. We want to put it on record. We want to put it on record and must be clearly written and stated as it has been spoken. Our brother did not fall sick. He's a healthy person who even planned going for a funeral, naturally and medically, for somebody to come and tell us that he was sick and that he has been brought to the station on which resulted to his death. It's
somebody now for police station, they are telling say, "Well, you are and the Ghana police. The way they went about, I don't know, they are not professional. Are they satanic policemen? You can't just go to somebody's house and catch him and kill him. And so you are seeking justice.
Nana Danko Akufo-Addo apa mrefie ewo entoma ewo enkraha ene edan chirichirinchi wato no di law house adan ena asoye a ehwa atemu so wo mo offices nyina eba kokohim na adwumade na se amampanyini kasa ene wodi tu dwase kane amampanyini John Dramani Mahama e de ato no so se wo clearing agent nanso saadan kakraka yi a wasiesi wo ekura di adanse se na niku atentere na ne atemu ho pa ketasha ne kankan ne proyenso na niku hu
Abraham Ampeni Adom Akufo-Addo ABA the Law House ye 12-story building complex Attorney General any asoye afofra Ministry of Justice and Attorney General Departments ase enyina asoye ewo mu no ena nsem bia John Dramani Mahama eka fa no ho se we clearing agents no we ano ya wasan kato aso se wono mu de wasinkete so obemma emra aye adwuma wo man mu na wako atia kasase hye ene proye saadan yi Brana Mampeni Adom Akufo-Addo Attorney General ena wo hyase na namemuobu ena wawia sisi wabia no kra.
I'm sure we are all aware of the statement by the former president and perennial NDC presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama stigmatizing me as a clearing agent because for him mere allegation without more is enough to merit condemnation of an accused public official, especially one of my administration. For my part, and let me state it again for the record, I will not set aside due process and the rules of natural justice on the altar of the fight against corruption, no matter how much opprobrium this position incurs for me.
A fully functional digitized working environment. Thus, a significant phase in the creation of the modern legal service I speak about is the operationalization of an integrated information management system for the Office of Attorney General and Ministry of Justice, or a fully digitized operation of the office. A complete electronic management of all records at the office is non-negotiable. We cannot allow people to clutter our working environment and destroy the beauty of what we have achieved with this law house.
Na asoya wodo ewo omayi mo bia benyamranim ni no akyerɛkyerɛ mrase na adwumadi awodo akoso nti president awoda Ghana Bar Association ano ya wa champion boafo ekyerɛ anka asoye bia enyamranim ni anasa lawyer ebetimi aboapa
ya a champion boafo eye president awoda Ghana Bar Association ano wodi atudwa se ehu behia se Mantamu afoforo wo man mu no ofa lawyer for dodo no ama wonum ehyase ye adwuma ewo honom abra wonum ebie the law house ya ye Attorney General's office complex foforo kra na no ena owura yi esisudua se de be ya benyamranim for dodo no ewo man mu no ehu hia pa se wofa emranim fo bebre ewo mantamu ahodo ema wo ye adwuma ewo honom.
Set the stage for similar developments and improvements in infrastructure in the districts and regions. We should break away from the phenomenon of developing relevant infrastructure only in Accra. Suffice it to say that most of the offices of the Attorney General across the country are not fit for purpose and should require urgent attention. Mr. President, as a member of the Legal Service Board representing the GBA from 2013 to 2021, I am aware there has been an increasing number of lawyers who apply to be employed at the Office of the Attorney General. The time has come for the establishment of a Greater Accra Regional Office and district offices of the Office of the Attorney General. There can be no valid reason for continuing the practice of police officers conducting prosecutions mainly at the lower courts.
Justice Gertrude Tokonu, Chief Justice. Obo Attorney General and Minister of Justice Godfrey Adami Abaso say Mashe ama the law house. Ya wono shase wa fimpinu ene ba akumu no wasie wie ebia no.
The legal community is claiming its place in iconic destinations in the country, adding value beyond the work of justice delivery we do to presenting locations that have touristic value and other value to the country.
Dumso must stop. Ehun pesire no memenda no enwumre no ndu ene wode beba awieye nanso otwa so ntamu a enwumre no nwotwe ene wode ba na wieye woni so wo mo kira a wo mo enyante yese ensensem bi enti na ma wo mo etwe ebre no eba ni mo sa nanso ni nyina mu no enipa dodo eba ye no nipa oboabo adomo ano eye Yvonne Nelson kira a won mo ba ye no nani so
We actually stipulated 10 p.m. to end or close the event, but we have picked up some intelligence that may not augur well for our continuous presence here. So in view of that, I would like to stand on behalf of all the conveners to formally announce to the public and to you through the media that the hashtag Doomsaw Must Stop Vigil has formally come to a close.
And so, Ebrajumedi no Ekosono, Adom Kasie, Ebopine John Dumelo, Yvonne Nelson, and I think in Pennyphobia Cajon, Mamudu Manodisem Etuja.
We all know there's a bigger thing going on that they don't want to tell us. We know the problem is big. The past government, NDC, I remember the energy minister was quite transparent when it came to Doomsaw. He would tell us what it is. He even said he was going to resign if he doesn't solve the problem. But I feel this government and the leaders now are arrogant. You guys have seen a lot of interviews they've done, you know.
We'll still protest because we need our lights back. It's not about me, it's about everybody else. It's about people who are suffering, it's about businesses who are suffering. It's about businessmen who are losing millions of Ghana cedis because the government is incompetent in not putting our lights on. That's it.
Comes to protests, it's not about the numbers. Because you can have several celebrities who are joining. This year we've seen that some of those celebrities, not knowing, were just chameleons.
And so, Yane Adrava phobia, one more Becca and since I am more quite so it didn't come out.
Then the driver, the driver, Miss My
when I picked the Uber, it was 42 cedis, but now it has gone to 100 cedis. And I'm still here. Before I get to my location with 200 cedis, it's too much.
Me, I didn't send me a Chidimadum Cassia, me didn't Selassie.
Mantema huduomu eba enkran ebe kasa oyekere hu ekere sedie enyinama wode enyina so asia ha wo mu anuti a wode wo ho ehye sa yekere yimu.
So the main reason I didn't free Kumasi enemy nuanum na ebepie Accra ne say ye pese a che akufo ado aban say ye ni aden abre empenifo na bu baby say empenifo enyankoda tama his excellency John Dramani Mahama eteso na Doomsaw ewo ho no omo bo na chi incident from omo de Doomsaw na ba no betom che say enye Doomsaw but it's rather Doomsaw what mean for your adwenye den emedi agrom every Doomsaw be Doomsaw akroba to say every painter what be painter yeah Kumasi is very bad. Ko asafo yenim say oka asafo a ye ka cold stores omo ton nam no say obekwa asafo nipa na oye cold store no wan ko han plant na oka han generator main timetable ni keke cause say who the yadia tum say Doomsaw no wo main timetable ni keke cause me tomatare makumi enu miensa minim say ochina we na me de ko adwuma anopa we na me say men say enkwan minim say time say we bedum light me fan kwan che free
me free tafo and buy ba me constituency e yesubin na me nuan ebo adum ene ade hwe o makoto plant o makoto generators but petrol.
So it is the disheartening issues that is happening in the country. That is why we all have to come together as citizens to come and push this agenda. It is not for any political party. It's just because of the heat we are feeling in.
So ya bato munsem na ba na bato munsem so dia ha and a election headquarters there spices was a taste day inside and also ya sana ya hyase every akatamanso NDC amanyoko no akache ene yi wo mo edi wo mfinhie toso aduasa mienu ewo na titrani awoda amanyoko no ano Johnson asiedu nkatia ekiremu a o super say asrafo na NPP aban edi wo mo ewo voting centers a transfer no wodi ni pefri baby eba be transfer wo mo vote baby a eno so de wo ha ebeba
Chairman Emma National Democratic Congress NDC Amanyokonu Johnson Esidu Enketia Ekasa ewa Amanyokonu womo 32nd anniversary celebration ekoso ewo nkran no wode sumbo ebo MPP Amanyokonu se womo ede asojafo enenam vote transfer centers edi nrenro manfo eno ntini wode to eye National Peace Council ene religious bodies enim se samre ya ene sese womo etu omofo ansana eduwa womo amase womo emesan krata bia enfa peace.
The group of people we normally will call the conscience of this country, that our nation is not sitting well. We are getting into a crucial election, and all attempts that we have made to make sure that the election turns peaceful are being frustrated. We warned against militarization of our elections. Today, even on the occasion of voter transfers, military men have been deployed in some constituencies, wielding weapons, trying to convert the citizens who bought the weapons and the uniform for them into the enemies of the state. Please, if there are any voices of conscience left in this country, this is the time for them to speak.
Ono ase na chwechwefo ema Amanyokonu fifi kwete editu dwa so wagidi ye pass Amanyokonu se de wo mosi abontoa abo wo homoden ebie Ghana fo ani e wo nema bebre ho no obetimi edi nkonim e wabato mu.
Grace NDC Amanyokonu akodi womo 32nd anniversary celebration ewon kran na bra dwumedie no ekoso no General Secretary Emma Amanyokonu fifi kwete edeto Amanyokofo nanim se omanfo a womo enam kwan bi so epese womo ehunipa bi mu na womo beji positions ahodo no enya de a ebeba mu kra na Amanyokonu womo areshimu se abato ebekoso afiwe ewiye no womo no mbedi nkonim.
The views of the party must always matter more. What we saw in the recent past, where as soon as government was formed, party was relegated, must never happen again. It's an abomination that must never happen again. This party must be number one. And you can't occupy a position without the say of the party. So for people who think that they are lobbying individuals and thinking the party is going to be set aside, that will not happen. That will not happen. Cadres may go, cadres may come, but the revolution has come to stay. The same way, individuals will go, individuals will come, but this party must be number one and must remain sacrosanct.
Running mate Emma Flagbearer Emma MDC Amanyokonu Professor Jane na Opoku Ajimai enso editu dwa se e wo se wo manfo eye wo madwene ye pa na wo mo etu aba no Emma NDC Amanyokonu esanse bibia ededi pefe sesa Amanyokonu enesese wo mo ebepepa niema bone a ekoso no mo de papa eba.
So things will have to change. The country will have to be reset. And it will be reset and stay so that we stop this back and forth and back and forth. A group comes to clean, another comes to destroy. And then we go back and back. I mean, how are we making progress as a country? So we need to reset, we need to change, and we need to ensure that we are staying the course. That things are no longer coming back because we don't have forever. Nobody is a cat. The cats have 9 lives, we have 1, and we intend to use that 1 life very, very well to the interest of all.
NPP Amanyokonu Franka Tune ayamampania bedreche Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia wode na probo na fuam yensa ahyase wa Asante mantemu a na mayemfo ya wa Asante mantemu akoidi nhyiemu e won wode tudwa se tumi a yede amahemfo won saase wono e wo so ne district assemblies ne kabom se be ya obetimi akokwambone a enipa bi no fa so etu afamagudie e wo mayemu.
Mampania be de akire Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Baumia akire mu a so de ahemfo ehye ensase huntutuye hu nsemu a na wone won assembly bedwaku ahodo edi dwuma bomu a ebeboa pa ma wonu mu a utufumagudie ya emfa mrakwan so mekire galamsefo no wo mu ahwe won hu yie na wamfa kwanbone so ankutu asase bi so fise ebetumi de won ato asemu yie pa.
The district assemblies must have a say. So I was just being told, just a few days ago by someone who is very wise that let's look at giving the chiefs a say. Let's give an equity stake in the resource, whether it's a gold mine or whatever. When we find gold in your area, then you have a stake in it. An equity stake, the district assembly has an equity stake. Once you have an equity stake, you will not allow this land to be misused. It has to be that you have a stake in it rather than a current situation. We want to make sure that we can regulate the small-scale miners, make sure the chiefs are part of the district mining committees that can give the licenses to the small-scale miners.
Nanusi yepe ena mampohene ya ono nso ne panimpa ya wada nananom nkabomuku e wasante mantemu da sebre osebo nsu e de abasobode ma no se ono eni otwotwowuro a odikan ya waba besra wonom eno so da nchan ya ono eni opani a onya santini ya waba onaso ne yeso eno nti enya ade a usi Dr. Bawumia fom kra.
For the record, you are the first dignitary, external dignitary, that is non-member of the House, a non-member of Asantumai, who is paying us a visit. And Nananum, especially some of the Queen Mothers, were here before 9 o'clock, etc., etc. This shows, for the record, the high esteem that we accord you and hold you. Nananum moments have manner.
Mamina we so na me home right. Koba be hwa pomuden ani dwade ensem. The other so apomuden kase na ahyene so se apose papa wo de betwi use ebe use asen kekawa ene emoamo nyina Pepsodent agene dinti obi erasto mu a wose woto Pepsodent pebi na fatwi use anopa ene anwumra nsana wakwakoda afi yetwa yensam no eso a na wokọ afidwase abanya resabia sesei wonu mu a akwakọwo matan ya womma motofo a enya neonatal jaundice CB eyo hamu chichemu edu na phototherapy machine a ko betimi de akoyade no so a eye ba akopɛ wo hono mu a sesei apomdu adwumayefo ekira ema wontimi enkoyade no kora na kampese wa free mo free ahwe yade kora eye wo mo
John Desiadia eba emofra wawo mfoforo so ekura kogina wo hamu ebupen adusia ene aduwotwe eno na aka ho bi ama ekwan a wofa so atusa yade ase afri emofra nketwe ase aka ho bi ama ekuo bi a yefra mu Redeeming Hands Foundation akaka wonsa ase akoto Firefly machine a wode akutia sa yan wei akoma efijase Government Hospital eno na aka ho bi ama clinical coordinator emafijase Government Hospital Dr. Mercy Asare woni Adom kase ebo ho komose.
Here in our facility we get 1 neonatal jaundice out of every 10 babies delivered. So, and this condition comes with very detrimental complications like cerebral palsy, hearing impairment, mental retardation, and which makes the babies or the children burdens to their caregivers and the society at large.
When the Buatima Euphoria, one of the president, Redeeming Hands Foundation, Kasimna Orchard Fasodia, a war Firefly photocopy machine.
Such a east, neonatal jaundice cases baby. Ekobase omunya baby autisa, especially omoya wu omo ansa na omo bre aso. I was here the omoko kumase, obeko yesi machine ebi ni hospital e ho ayema, ne de nkwala ni fi baby ba ko ne de ni komi enu miensa. Eno nso eche ansa na etwiti a e de nsusanso bebre ba.
District Head Director Emma Sachere East no Dr. Ofori amwa wadatudwa chem se ohwe fidia wonsa kan ya ebeboa ama enkwada emu jaundice ne bo akofom.
Ya wodi abre enye Sachere East nkwa na emum ebeboa Sachere from Plains, Sachere Kumawu, Sachere South Dwaben ene yan Sachere East ha so wo ka population we aboma any country bi kwa ya yepe
Ejadifo e wasanta se ede atudwa se aduane bo aye din nyina agina atosode etese enyadoa entose ne mokwa ne bo aye den ho esanse enipa ne ba wo muntimi ntonti kakra bi obenya no wokwa anuane a wokọ no ano nso no wayere so dendenden.
atosodie ene aduane bo ayade a ehuri kosoro eno na aka ho bi ama adom kase ebo awura santase dwoma ebo asante mantem ya ene dwadifo ma no akodi ho enkomo na adwadifo mai agebere ekyerɛkyerɛ atosodie bia ene ɛho ebo ɛrekere adom kase
20 na masi yes we 20 cedis eni 20 cedis 10 cedis shuni the 10 cedis that's where 10 cedi we 20 cedis the boy then and am okonso ya cheche na 5 cedi enne kuta me 5 cedi adoa we me dia ma o ya 5 cedi 3 no madowa me ya no fo ama fo no kwa me dia ma akora enso e wo dia metwa ye na me de ba enso madowa me de be ma 5 cedis na wotonya adoa we 5 cedi na ma ye 9 na be ye nkwan a nya adoa we 5 cedi we kwa madowa kwa me de ba akwa kan o efise we yesoso
me ensa 5 me to ayi tana no ama me 7 ete se me de ba akon entini nso nka first we nyina me ensa nyina 2 cedi
we 10 cedis kwadia ukwadia to banje 10 cedis ebeso na to bode 10 cedis
ye you we 18 cedis half ni nyina 18 cedis na me kakraka nyina 20 cedis entime am fani ama na enye de edeje na because ye ba wiase ne na mo de mpeso na digwa ti ade chi ade sane nyina no kura no mo de mpeso digwa no mo kan ayedene esanse ne yesane nti ye hunu de ayeden de no mo kire afa na edu yeso ye mrehwe nti denden ne de efretete
ese eno echi adom kase ene wona ebedidwa ewo santase dwombi ebo nkomo eno mo kirem se
say ye kodwoma edwoma dia nkasa yesra me manasa akohoma no omuntum kakra maye na say 100 cedis entimi nya hwe anwa mo kura no wa mia woni 100 cedis entimi no
na nwanwa anwa mo de 100 cedis ebeso minu aba asamba ye nya abotre maye na ye homra ye ba agokansi kobisto na ye crowd od beso mo
Absama mena sese oguso AdomTV amraso agudie mo nsema na nwumre so de abobo no na mede ho komo mede no so ebre wona ye be hyase e de free the Black Stars of Ghana me no kase okopie mo kumase a ehwa ye deja sanse ebo no son ya Ghana any Central African Republic om de akesi bako enso e de epim so na o hwe ena no lineup a coach Otuado wo de hyase na se no wa ye nsakra ya wodo miensa e wo ena no die ni monti ye hwe se de a and the line no so esifa etie na sende Lawrence Atizigi ono ena dapo ni mo afi Alidu Seidu esi akane bi Thomas Tempa tensu be ginemo na afi Mohammed Salisu enso aginemo esi akane bi nemom hyano so se Abdul Fattah Ishahako nei wono so ahyase de ama team no sanso ena Jordan Ayu enso ahyase ende Gideon Mensah aginemo Kudus Mohammed ena afi Abdul Samed Salis wono so esi akane bi sanso ena kama Dean Sulemana ende ono so nya kwenya hyase de ama Black Stars ena afi Abrantie Alexander Jiku wemo ene mrantia ene womo hyase de nene pade ama the Black Stars of Ghana neno ena Kudus Mohammed wode tudwa se akensia ende omo ba besie no ohwe anim se omo ebetimi edi nkonim e wo Central African Republic for ne so
our point of view we have personal goals and then things we want to achieve. So intrinsic, we have pressure every time from the expectation from ourselves. So and also we are representing the whole team and the whole of Ghana. So definitely there's pressure from every angle. But our motivation and our aim to qualify for the World Cup is the ultimate. So that's the motivation that gets us going in every pressure we find ourselves. In every game, whether Ghana, Europe, everywhere, my motivation and my approach is the same, which is to help the team win. And yes, with being one of the names they look out for in most of the games, everyone is.
Nso se ene ewo Kumase Baba Sports Stadium ewo ena sa kensi kesi ebetime akoso ejinem dendene pa ewa sempa 94.7 Adom 106.3 FM yede live commentary yede enonso ebebro afeme yemfenwe phobia never say die until the bones are rotten. House of Folk and no team bakwa asoshe Adom so pa House of Folk sanse relegation no etreche won pa eno na head coach Abubakar Watara wode etudwa se wo hwe na waye de obaby ase be ya anya hwekra ni team no enko relegation.
Up to now the what you call the future It's your leg, not from anybody, from us. We are good fighting to get that victory to qualify. And the commitment and the engagement today, the boys trying to do well. Some of them, it doesn't play 90 minutes, but today, it's true, we miss some players, but we have another team who can play.
And they say the Urumu House of Okatum Sampa, and no penny in I am re. Umguso say, a bit me akukwa, Nejina Nasu pa. Mamina Sumfa and Semno NC Ewahanum, within the Kobe Stone, or Kumankra, Baku Amaka, and Suruja, a Dura, and you know, no mere uno. Sheshe.
When Nijika Mono Kofi Dako and 1957 fashion company ayene de bano entade shimo waya de pa wochra TGMA entade a wo mo shako honum no enye ho pa odi wo mo ho yawo.
For the performers on the night, everyone really put up their A game. It was the red carpet that sucked. I have to use that word. Yeah.
What was wrong with it? Let's go there for just 2 minutes.
Listen, if we've watched what happened out there, you know, continentally, let's even come back home to the African continent, events that take place in South Africa, in Nigeria, and what have you. We see, Charlie, don't complicate it, especially for the brothers. Just wear a simple black suit, you know, and accentuate it with maybe like a bit of color. Since the event is more red, let's see, maybe some red be. Do you understand? But Charlie, in people's quest to outdo themselves, you know, they actually underdo themselves.
And there is more room for improvement. We saw an amijana kasia me deba so mone me de SC. Mesra say what did that and afei na be di ya so. Say apostle would be choose yi o say asenke kawa asa no akwakoda e president ye o maworo be se enum ye cavity fighter ye wo chako ye wo heba enum ne ade ye kope bi na fe choose na emwa o.